Hi everybody, and welcome to Vintage Electronics Geeks YouTube channel. Not what I meant to say, but that's what came out the lips. Hey, it's at my local secondhand store, and picked up a few things. One of the items I bought was this right here. I would like to ask you, what is it? No, seriously, what is it? I have not a clue. You can see here that it is a Radio Shack project box with more than likely Radio Shack speaker grill or fan grill, a Radio Shack speaker more than likely, and then we have an on-off volume control, probably also from Radio Shack, and to round this out, a Radio Shack 1/4 inch socket. Allegedly, I have not a clue. And then we got it hardwired to a 12 volt 200 milliamp wall wart, traditional linear wall wart. I suspect it's a amplifier of some sort, but what has me perplexed, and really the only reason why I bought the dumb thing, is because it has this telescopic antenna that is also hardwired or permanently mounted by that screw right there. Figured for $3 I got parts if nothing else. Well, I lied. I have a YouTube video out of it, and parts can be repurposed if need be. What I suspect it is a amplifier, but with the telescopic antenna, maybe there's Bluetooth in here or some kind of transmitter that you can then plug your guitar into this and have it go through your home stereo hi-fi system. And then the speaker is just a monitor. Or for those that are old enough, plug your Mr. microphone in here and cruise by with it. I have not tried this. I've been waiting for you. We're going to find this out together. Now, it's not all that weighty. There is weight on this side, but that could be because of the hardware right here and making it a little bit more heavier than what it is. I do have a tape deck. We're going to go for broke here. I have a tape deck we're going to plug in. And we're going to see what it does. Now I got his stereo, but if the builder of this built it correctly, that's a mono jack, or if it's a stereo jack, then everything's on the left channel, and we should be fat and ducky. If not, the only one I do have handy at the moment is this. I'll have to tear it down and alligator clip it and see what happens. I'm going to plug this into my isolation transformer. Alright, have it plugged into the isolation transformer. Those of you that watch the radio place, you always hear the radio shop. I always do that to him. Always says, don't tear it apart, plug it in and blow it up. Oh, no, we don't. He says, tear it apart and check it out. Could be something catastrophic in there, but we're gonna just man up and go for it. So I got this device off. I got power switch thrown to it. My wire's all cross-contaminated. There we go. Alrighty. Well, that's not what I thought it was. Some kind of oscillator is what it is. Oh, could it be a theremin? Well, that's very annoying. I think, by gum, by golly, that's what it is somebody's built himself a theremin. Let's go ahead and tear this open, tear this apart, and let's look at the guts. Okay, I've got all the screws removed and had to undo the antenna screw here in order for the case to break free. I've got my frequency counter turned on, and I did fire up my O-scope, and I'm noticing that I might not have a display on there. And I think I have problems with my O-scope. And as you can see right there, all the lights went green. Huh. I didn't hear it go through its test. Well, saw light there. It's been a while since that's been turned on, so maybe it needs extra time to go through its test. Back to this while that warms up. So let's go ahead and open this up, see what we have. And that's what it looks like on the inside, as you can definitely see. It's all scratch built. And I don't have a pointer. Let's see here. I was going to see if I could identify some parts, but I can't. See, we got an IC up here on its back. In fact, it's like a bug, dead bug. In fact, both of them are mounted top side to the board. And it's all glued down. Very interesting. Did the cap the same way? Well, really, there's not much to see in here. It's all glued down. All right, let's go ahead and put it back together. Not much we could do here. I went ahead and reassembled the box. There wasn't much really to look at on the inside since it was home brewed and things were glued upside down. I would imagine that one was probably a 555. Couldn't begin to tell you what the other was. For those of you that are not familiar with a theremin, it's kind of a cool instrument. But after a while, it's rather annoying. And this one's rather annoying. I played with this a little bit off screen. One thing I would do if I decided to play with this is I would put another control in here for volume. There's no way to adjust the volume, and that's really, really annoying. Too loud. The frequencies are too high pitched. What happens with a theremin, how you play the instrument, is you have I don't know the names and the bits and the pieces and the parts, but you got this, let's call this an electroid, okay? Got that, and then this is air coupled, and then you got this here which goes into your hand. We'll call this, I don't know what you want to call it, switch, how's that? Coupled ISO coupler. There you go. The further up this aerial is raised, the more sensitive the device gets, and the closer to your hand to proximity will change the frequency. Now I tried to read this on a frequency counter, just couldn't get it dialed in. And then this one here will change the tone, and this here will change the pitch. We're going to go ahead and turn this on and sample it for you. Now, for those that are wearing headphones or very sensitive with your hearing, probably now is a good time to turn down, turn off, turn away. Won't do it too long because I find it also rather annoying. But for those that are unfamiliar with the Theremin, let's run through it. Can't begin to play it, so don't expect anything exciting. Here we go. So now we have it nulled out. Nothing. Okay, enough of that. So that's what it does, and that's why I would put a volume control on that. Well, that's very cool. Always wanted a Theremin. I don't know why, but I thought they're kind of cool. Of course, this is nothing like the more professional units. Thermins were used a lot in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. If you ever watched those cheesy B movies from the 50s, swamp monsters and UFOs and all that good stuff, then you've heard what a Theremin sounds like. I'm sure there'll be plenty of examples here on the YouTube. You could also go to Wiki, read up about it, see the real thing, check out the history of them. You can buy kits off of eBay to build your own. I don't know how elaborate to this it would be. I've seen them, thought about buying one, but I never did. I just know they exist in kit form. I would imagine if you searched on the evil Google, you will also find schematics on how to build them. So, with that, this video is over. Have a great one. Hope you enjoyed something. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a headache giver. But I understand if it was. Alright, talk to you later. Have a good one.